check out our shirt on Tespring.
Hey folks, what's going on, Little World? A little curious, not to know. See, today I'm going to talk about this movie. It's called Birdemic 2, The Revolution. It came out 2013. You can watch it on Pluto, Tubi, Amazon Prime Videos. The best way to describe this movie is a romantic movie, maybe a zombie movie, and environmental movie. Of course, the director of this masterpiece is James Nguyen. The first movie, and now this one, it takes place in Los Angeles area. Part 2, what happened was mysterious rain rains on the Los Angeles tar pit. Out come these butchers that had not been around for a very long time. Also, a bunch of cavemen come out to the party. And later on, there's a zombie scene at a graveyard. For some reason, James Nguyen is really into a long introduction to his movie. This time, he met a guy named Bill. Later on, we found out he's friends with Rob from the first movie. And him just walking through Los Angeles towards some kind of Mexican restaurant that later was called Happy Endings. So when Bill finally walks into the restaurant, he meets this waitress, Gloria. Later on, she becomes part of this actress in this movie. And you could tell the dialogue and acting is going to be terrible. And James Nguyen has not learned his lesson from the first one. So later on, he meets up with Bill and Nancy from the first movie, and Rob is a millionaire, helps out the movie, and later on he gets Natalie, one of the roles in the movie. Gloria becomes Bill's love interest. Also, he helps her get the main role in his movie. So the next 45 minutes is just Bill and Gloria getting to know each other and getting really romantic and Bob, and then Rob and Natalie show up once in a while. And there's one terrible scene is like at a beach, some lady gets attacked by a jellyfish. The whole thing was terrible. The animation was terrible. But what takes me about this movie was, James has a little more money on for this movie. He hasn't learned none of his lessons. Pretty much it's the same almost storyline from the first one. This time they're in Los Angeles and they're trying to film a movie. While they're trying to film a movie, that's when the birds evil on everybody. And of course, there's a love scene, and then when the love scene happens, bad things will happen. Only thing I looked for, only thing was rewarding during the whole movie. There was like a brief, bunch of girls got topless. That's the only thing was kind of James warning people. You say this long watching my crappy movie, random boobies for you. And, I do think, James, he got good taste in women, and thank you for picking those beautiful, lovely ladies to be topless. The old saying, if somebody is really awful, it becomes good. But
wow, this is so bad, it's almost good.
This is so bad, it's gone past good and back to bad again.
Go that level of good. It goes back to terrible and stays terrible the rest of the movies. Except for the new scene. I'll keep saying that. That's the only thing I can say nice about this movie. Most movie I watch, I try to find some goodness to it, but there's no goodness to this. You could have spent more money. There's some scenes that doesn't make no sense. Could edit it. They have the same singer from the first movie, and everybody's dancing to his horrible lyrics to his songs. But he managed to get the original cast from the first one into this one, except for the little girl, and they kind of explained about why she's not in it. It's kind of hilarious.
I wish Susan could have been here to see this bird skeleton, but she got a disease from that fish that Rod cooked.
How they bump into the scientist from the first movie. He gets a little story about a certain type of vultures that used to attack humans back in caveman days, and then they bump into the treehugger, and he gives a little speech about how evil toilet paper is. There's only one good thing I can say about the movie compared to the first one. The first attack, they're not as knowing as the first movie compared to this one, so he did work on something to make improvements. So there was one kind of kill that was kind of ridiculous. They're shooting one of the birds. The remains of it splattered on this lady and they killed her because of acid. First, in the first movie, it was bird shit acid that killed people. So that's very much very different I can think about this movie. It's just terrible. I don't care if it's a cult classic or not. I've seen a lot of cult classics in my lifetime. You know, I enjoy them. You know, especially budget films. But in my opinion, he didn't learn anything from his first experience making the other movie, and it's the same storyline, and it's just dialogue is stupid. You know, it's just a little too much. Talk about the environment. It's kind of those Christian movies that talk about their religion way too much. And it was the appeal. Okay, there's one other good thing I can say about this movie is the poster of it looks really awesome. Really, a lot better than the first one. I'll give him that. The pacing's really slow in this movie. The acting is not that great at all. The actors could have did a better job. Even in really terrible movies, I've seen actors did their role a lot better, even with really bad dialect to it. But they seem not to care. They're all still bored, and it was just terrible. That's what I can say about this movie. Like and subscribe. Maybe do better next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.